It's 12 noon, and it's time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Monday afternoon, March 13th, 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I got new news on this Monday afternoon, March the 13th, 2017. Here, top story at the noontime hour is major and massive winter storm bears down on the 95 corridor from D.C. down to Boston. It has been more weeks since President Trump alleged that President Obama, wiretapping at the Trump trial at the White House, has spent much of the time trying to talk about basically anything else. In Ferguson, Missouri, a newly disclosed survey has been from the House before a black man's death at the hands of police has triggered fresh protests. Preet Bharara was removed from the post of the United States Attorney for the 7th District of New York by the Trump administration on Saturday. Washington Representative Steve King Howard doubled down on Monday on the comments he made over the weekend in which he appeared to criticize foreigners and immigrants, drawing complaints that have been sensitive on social media from some of his Hill colleagues. London Scottish leader Nicola Sturgeon announced Monday that she will seek a new referendum on independence and a bold move on defiance, even as British leaders forge ahead toward a full break from the European Union. Berlin, diplomatic tension between Turkey and Western Europe erupted over attack through the weekend after the Netherlands blocked Turkish officials from holding rallies in their own country, prompting a flurry of angry, chaotic, and dire consequences. Paris wants the world's most wanted fugitive, that political terrorist known as Costa Jekyll appeared in French court Monday over the deadly 1970 attack at the Paris shopping arcade. President Trump is planning to host Chinese President Xi Jinping for the summit next month and tomorrow along with state in Florida, senior administration official told CNN. Kremlin Russian ambassador met with a Clinton campaign during an interview with CNN, and Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said that Russian ambassador Sergei Kislyak met with a family Clinton advisors before the presidential election. Republicans' first legislative party has repealed and replaced the Affordable Care Act, more commonly known as Obamacare. On Saturday afternoon, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer had scanned a woman with an iPhone. She didn't want a selfie. Wall Street Journal, the latest on Poland's announcement as Secretary of Minister of Men, accused of being a Nazi unit commander as Nazi commander praised the prosecutors' arrest efforts. Video shows the amount of accidents to face in popular Trump golf course. He went to Palos Verdes, California. A strike of 2 at Berlin's airports was extended another day. The striking union announced with nearly 650 flights already canceled. 2 female suicide bombers were shot to death before they could enter the city of Nigeria, civil defense groups reported. Russia said it report submitted to the United Nations to faithfully implement all sanctions against North Korea. China may be taking a special interest in a multilateral trade deal once led by the United States. Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull on Monday proposed banning and vaccinating children from the tenant daycare preschool. At least 25 were injured and 2 were killed in several incidents after fans crashed together at an open-capacity Argentinian concert. The 8 Chief Justices of South Korea's Constitutional Court who voted to pay for President Park Geun-hye's impeachment may be given security detail. At least 652 children died in a serious civil war in 2016 more than any other. The prior 5 years and a 20% increase over the 2015, the UNICEF reported on Monday. President Trump's accusation that Barack Obama planted bugs at the New York airport last week should soon be clarified, multiple top lawmakers said Sunday. Goldman, a discount store chain, declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy Monday and announced plans to liquidate its assets. Raphael Bosser was named president of the Atlanta Federal Reserve, becoming the first African American to serve as a Federal Reserve regional chief. Press Secretary Sean Spicer said Monday is scheduled to hold a daily press briefing at the White House. A Port Canaveral Harbor Pound and Brevard County Sheriff of its Marine uniform to save 2 people who fell off a jet ski from an oncoming cruise ship. Intel Corporation plans to buy Israel's Mobile Eye NV for about $50 million. This acquisition and expensive attempt to leapfrog rivals such as Qualcomm and its technology for Strava cars. The sole progression in the sale of Yahoo to device in the first announcement in July 2016, but a delay because of massive data breach disclosure took one more step forward today. The world's biggest bond traders see no reason why they shy away from long-term treasuries such as the Federal Reserve and the breaking most that rigid brand of rate hikes in more than a decade. SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket is set for liftoff from Cape Canaveral. Early Tuesday, headed due east of the Atlantic Ocean and delivered the EchoStar 23 communication satellite in orbit 34 minutes later. An expensive aerial survey found that the Great Barrier Reef had ravaged about a coral bleach of the second year in a row, making it the first time that the reef had not in several years to recover between bleaching events, according to researchers. With proposal to penalize men for masturbating, legislature aims to shake up health debate. The synthetic cannabinoids, often called fake weed, makes a chemical sprinkled on what looks like an incense in children's shiny packets up to teens and young adults. The national debate over the medical marijuana taking an unexpected turn as more people are choosing a pet to treat their ailing pets. Alright, looking at stocks at 12.05, down 20.91 points at 2082.07. SP5 down 60 cents to 2,372.44. Nasdaq up 72 points at 572.55. West 2K 13.6 up 2.93 points, and VIX up 18 cents to 11.84. European market stacks up 31 points at 11,994.49. FTSE up 30.30 cents at 7,373.38. CAC up 707 at 5,000.39. FTSE MIB up 23.32 points at 9,681.69. SOX 601.45 points at 374.74. Asia market Nikkei up 29.14 points at 9,633.75. Shanghai up 24.26 points at 3,237.02. HSI up 261 at 23,829.67. ASX 200 up 98.27 at 5,757.35. Kospi up 20.24 points at 1,017.59. Oil markets down 18 cents at 48.31. Brent down 6 cents at 51.31. Natural gas up 48,000 points at 3.056. RBOB gas down 163,000 points at 1.5838. USD HO up 25,000 points at 1.5061. Gold bonds, silver up 92,000 points at 17.015. Gold 3.70 at 12.05.10. Copper 3,000 points at 2.628. Platinum 4.40 at 942.60. Palladium up 10.85 at 7.56. Bonds, US 10 up 200 points at 2.602%. Brent 10 down 170,000 points at 0.474%. Japanese 10 unit down 6,000 points at 0.084%. UK 10 unit up 1.254%, up to 1,000 points. And France 10 unit 109% down 3,000 points. European US dollar up 1,000 points at 1.067. US dollar Japanese yen down 12 cents at 114.62. Great Britain pound US dollar 1.2234%, up 65,000 points. US dollar Canadian CAD. Canadian dollar 1.3441, down 28,000 points. USD CHF down 43,000 points at 1.064. Oh wait, look at that commodities here. Wheat 432 and a quarter, down 8 and a quarter. Soybean 1,007 and a quarter, up 75 cents. Corn 361.75, down 2.5. Sugar 18.30, up 8 cents. Coffee 139.35, down 2. Cotton 77.40, up 11 cents. Rough rice 9.825, up 14 cents. And cocoa 1,999, up 65. Live cattle 118.325, up 725,000 points. Lean ox 70.05, up 18.875 thousand points. And FT cattle 120.125, up 1.45. Oh, wait, let us take a look at New England dollars report at 12.07. Let's see what is going on. Nope, nothing going on. All right, let's move it on to sports at 12.08. In sports tonight, the Boston Bruins will be taking on Vancouver Canucks at 10 o'clock out in Vancouver. And the Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays at 1:07 p.m. The bracket is set. The Agnes Ray, the selection Sunday to Paso. The Philadelphia Eagles and quarterback Nick Foles parted ways before the 2015 season when Foles was traded in for Sam Bradford, but Bradford is now in the Minnesota Foles and headed back to Philadelphia. Peter Childers is now 12:08 on this Monday afternoon, the calm before the storm, and it is time now for traffic and transit report. Beep beep! Let's tell you everything where Wellland Space and minor delays at Signal Palm and the Porter, and someone SL5 S1 Space and minor delays of the traffic on the commuter rail. Please board all Fitchburg Line trains on the platforms at Concord and West Concord. Fitchburg train 414 operate 10:30 minutes after between Air and North Station to the late turn of the outbound train. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, look at hours and byways of New England this Monday afternoon. The calm before the storm. 95 on the southbound side, a little sort of an old Safer stretches and Stamford stretches. 6 after slow around 95 downtown Providence. 91 on the southbound side, so for 291 and 57. In Springfield, Route 1 on the northbound side, back from Chelsea down to Revere. And 101 on the westbound side, back on the Manchester to New Hampshire stretch. And Interstate 879, 91 on the southbound side, a little slow after the Canadian border in upstate New York and Vermont. And Arwood 59 on the northbound side, slow in southern Quebec, headed towards Montreal. Peter Childers at 12:09 p.m. on this Monday afternoon, and it's time now for weather report here And it is a calm before the storm, so expect a lot of crowds going on in the superbox today here, as this is going to be a monster of a storm here. And expect to be snow and wind here. Alright, now currently it is at 12:10 p.m. on this Monday afternoon here at 12:10 p.m. here. Not near, it's 30 degrees on temperature with a dew point about 7 degrees. Humidity 30% and barometer 30.38 inches here. Okay, currently this is around the region here. 21 degrees in Boston and Beverly and Gloucester, 23 in Pittsburgh, 19 in Concord, 18 out in Worcester, 21 in Norwood and Taunton and Bedford, 19 in Plymouth and Falmouth, 25 in Provincetown, 23 in Chatham, 21 in Watford and Nantucket, 23 in Providence, 21 out in Newport, 28 in Buckeye, 23 Montauk, 25 in Islip, 28 in New York City, 27 in Bridgeport and New Haven, 21 in Denver and Waterbury, 25 in Middletown, 24 in Windsor, South Africa, 25 in Springfield, 19 degrees out in 19 degrees out in Orange, Mass, 18 out in North Adamson, Pittsburgh, Mass, 21 in Albany, 18 in Silver Springs, 17 in Bennington, 16 in Brattleboro and Benton, Vermont, and 17 in Rutland, Vermont, 12 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 19 in Lugcorn, New Hampshire, 16 in Keene, 19 in Jeff, New Hampshire, 21 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 19 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 20 in Concord, New Hampshire, 22 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Portland, Maine. Here. Alright, looking at surf map around the country, and it shows stage front from the western Canadian Rockies all the way down the Rockies of the Colorados and down the Rockies of the U.S. and merging a cold front from Texas, stretching all the way and stopping with a station front around St. Louis and a cold front merging with a warm front around the Gulf of Mexico. This can be and a frontline off the Florida coast and stretching up the Carolinas, and another frontline from Arizona stretching down to Mexico, and a frontline stretching down to California, and a low pressure right in California and off the Nova Scotia coast there, eastern Nova Scotia coast there. 20 degrees of temperature in Detroit, 27 in Pittsburgh, 35 Washington, D.C., 39 Atlanta, 79 Miami, Florida, 16 Brownsville, Texas, 52 out in Dallas, Texas, 30 in Kansas City, 33 out in Omaha, Nebraska, 29 in Chicago, 18 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 36 in 30 in Great Falls, Montana, 40 in Seattle, 50 in San Francisco, 54 in Los Angeles, it's 62 in Las Vegas, 66 in Phoenix, 44 in Salt Lake City, 31 in Denver, and 46 in Albuquerque here. And this is going to be 2 ingredients to the storm. And Alberta Clipper in the Midwest, and which is a colder solution than the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Right here. So it's going to be ingredient number 2 in the makings of a storm. That's going to bring up to a foot of snow and winds. Alright. Radar and satellite picture here, and it shows some wispy clouds way off the New England coast here, and this is one part of the storm bringing some snow around the Great Lakes and stretching out western Kentucky, merging with rain from western Tennessee, down and around the northern Mississippi, down on Arkansas, down around Texas, and another band of rain showers, which is the second part of the mild solution of the storm from south of the Gulf states from off the Louisiana coast, stretching down to Mississippi, Alabama, and down the Florida Gulf Coast there. And some snow showers in eastern portions of Montana and around Wyoming and western Dakotas and Nebraska, and some rain and snow showers northern Florida, northern Idaho, and western portions of Montana, and some rain showers from western Washington, Oregon, and eastern portion of Washington State here. And some spotty rain sleet and snow showers in eastern British Columbia, some snow in west of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Alright, let us take a look at our forecast discussion here. A major windstorm will affect the region Tuesday and Tuesday night, with heavy snow, strong winds, and possible coastal flooding. The snow likely to change rain near the coast. Blizzard conditions are possible along and just west of the Interstate 95 corridor. Blustery Thursday and very cold Friday as high pressure builds in and over and settled weather is possible during the weekend. Curling favored Sunday. Winds remain a bit busy, but mainly over eastern Massachusetts and Cape Cod and Anse, and around 15 knots. Sustained much lower than they have been over the last few days. And nevertheless, winds across the Connecticut Valley at 14Z. High pressure ridge from eastern New York to southern New Jersey will allow winds to continue to diminish as it moves across the region as this afternoon as skies are mainly clear with 14Z across the region. A bend of high clouds and movement across central and western New York State. Expected bulkily these clouds remain north or west of the region and development southwest wind flow remain in ridge. And temperatures at 12Z and 13Z are running up. Few degrees either side of the near-term forecast expected. Updated new-term forecast of rain conditions occurred in the incorporate trends in the afternoon forecast. All right, a few minutes adjustment in the previous forecast expected to be around 30 at most locations here. And looking at the snowfall map, and it shows 12 to 18 inches of snow in central and western Mass, and Boston and 15 points north and south. And this is our greatest uncertainty. This all depends on where the rain sleet line is going to be headed. So if there's rain that's going to be in there, these totals are going to be lowered. So I'm keeping my eyes and ears peeled to the forecast here to see what this storm will do here. What will Stella do here? Okay, we are in a windstorm warning in effect from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Tuesday at location much to southeast Massachusetts and southern around. And heavy snow, strong winds, and snow conveyed to 8 to 12 inches, and the snow begin at 5 to 7 a.m. and Tuesday morning. The snow will quickly become heavy with 2 or 4 inches per hour. Snowfall rates possible at times by late Tuesday morning. Snow could change to sleet and rain on Tuesday afternoon. Dangerous travel conditions at 2 to 4 visibly and snow-covered roads, especially Tuesday morning. In fact, early Tuesday afternoon, strong winds may result in some scattered power outages and northeast wind about 20 to 30 miles gust up to 50 miles an hour. 1/4 mile less at times. Here at windstorm warning means that significant amounts of snow are expected to east, so make travel very hazardous and impossible. And 7-day forecast. It goes like this for the calm before the storm. This afternoon, sun's got about 31 degrees and west wind about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Tonight, a chance of storming after 5 a.m. increase clouds about 20 degrees. Wind chance ratio 30%. New snow ratio less than half an inch possible for Tuesday. Snow before 4 p.m. Then rain and snow. The snow can be at times with 135 degrees and wind in the northeast wind about 9 to 90 miles gust as high as 45 miles to 23 miles in the afternoon. Chance ratio is 1%. New snow ratio 9 to 13 inches possible for Tuesday night. Rain, snow, and sleep before 10 p.m. Then a chance of snow and sleep between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Then a chance of snow after 11 p.m. Low around 28 degrees and west wind northward about 16 to 21 miles gusts. Northwest at 9 to 14 miles after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 39 miles and chance ratio is 80%. And new snow nation of 1 to 2 inches possible. And Wednesday a slight chance of snow before 9 a.m. Then a chance of snow showers up to 10 a.m. Mostly clouds about 31 degrees and west about 9 miles as high as 21 miles an hour. Chance ratio 30%. One night, a chance of snow showers before 7 p.m. Mostly clouds about 17 degrees and chance ratio is 30%. Thursday, most sunny forecast about 31, about 11 degrees. For Friday, sunny forecast about 33, about 13 degrees. And for Saturday, chance rain and snow. Mostly clouds about 30, about 22 degrees. Chance ratio 30%. For Sunday, a chance rain and snow. Puts ask about 40 degrees. Chance ratio is 30%. Peter's weather phrase of the day. A calm before the storm, sunny and cold before a treacherous Tuesday on tap with snow, wind, you name it. And that's me for the Peter Channel News Report on this March the 13th, 2017 on a Monday afternoon. I'm Peter. I hope you have a good afternoon and good positive, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock report. I hope you all have a good afternoon here.